tuning in for another edition of Men Talk, where we keep it live, we keep it real, we keep it hip, right here in Dallas, Texas. I'm going to go ahead and let my cast introduce themselves, starting over to my far right.
Billy Simpson here.
What's up, Aaron Jones?
I'm Dean.
Ron Clemens.
And I'm PAT, the host of the show. Fellas, we're going to go ahead and jump into the topic today. We're going to kind of keep it at a moderate level because, you know, we are talking about, you know, teen pregnancy in the world today. And I know a lot of parents, you know, probably, you know, thinking, you know, how to keep it, you know, how to decrease it. You know, I mean, I know now, you know, these days, really, you can't really stop, you know,
well, I think you just said the first most important word that we could talk about in this whole topic is parents. Education, teaching your kid about pregnancy, about sex is very, very important. And the consequences of having sex. And one of them is pregnancy.
My thing is, you can do pretty much all the parenting in the world, but when it comes to peer pressure, your kids' group that they hang around, they might have a friend that's doing it, and hey, yeah, girl, yeah, go ahead and try it. It's wonderful. You know, it's about the group that they hang around.
Yeah, but if the kid understands that, you know, to practice safe sex, I mean, they're gonna have sex, all right, but teaching them how to have proper sex, like safe and, you know, with a person that you know, I mean, you know, things like that.
Where do you start at? What age range do you start at, you know, because now you got so much stuff out there the kids see today that's kind of actually, you know, putting out there. I mean,
you know, 12, 13, start educating them right away, you know.
I mean, how do you do that?
Maybe even before that. I mean, because what?
Kids
start having sex at like 14, 15?
I worked at a middle school, elementary school, and a girl in the second grade was like, yeah, my mom's pregnant. Her and her boyfriend did this.
But how do you talk to them about sex? How do you come to them and
that's the tough thing, you know. I mean, and I agree with Dean. It's up to the parents because, like Aaron was saying, you know, the peer pressure, and they're going to learn everything the wrong way in school. And you know what else though is parents. They kind of just dish it out and say they're just going to rely on the school, the sex education program in the school, which
that never works.
It never works.
It's mostly like a lot of stuff that you see on TV is saying it's okay to have sex at a young age. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the media has a lot to do with it.
The whole
pressure, social pressure. Yeah, definitely.
And then at the 10 o'clock, anything is on. You know, your kid. If you're not watching your kid, they're gonna wake up. They're gonna flip through the channels. They're gonna see, especially if you have cable. There's so much on cable that they're gonna just watch a whole segment and get educated. Now they may not know, like you said, the proper way to do it or the proper way to really understand it, but I think what it is curiosity. Curiosity is, I mean, all of us when we was young, it was curiosity. You know, I was told don't do it, but I was like, why? You know, it was the curiosity.
Would you give your kid a condom?
And I don't have any kids, so it's kind of hard to say.
Hypothetically, if I did, yes, I would, and I would teach them how to use it. And
but wouldn't that be teaching them to say it's okay to do it if you do?
Well, they're going to have it. That's the problem. You can't deny that you can't say, well, my kid's different. He's not going to have sex.
When I was in elementary school, they taught us about sex education in elementary school. Yeah, in elementary school.
See, here's the other thing. Me and Dean were talking about this backstage. Is you know, we're teaching our kids, you know, at young ages, but we're not teaching them enough. Because you look at other countries, and they're doing way better than we are. Because they have an open policy. They say, you know what, we trust you with your body. We're going to give you these condoms, you know, and you be responsible.
They do. And they have services, like in Europe, that deliver condoms to you. There's a service in Europe where you can call in the heat of the moment, and they will deliver, like a pizza boy, a condom to you.
But you know a lot of prostitutes. So do you think society itself is actually molding those kids into that direction?
I think there's also a want for acceptance. You know, as a kid, they want to be accepted. Like maybe it's more for girls too. Like in a way for them to be accepted by like maybe the cool kids or something like that. They feel like they have to put out, you know, and be, you know, kind of be a little slutty in order to, you know.
Look at Sex in the City. I mean, what are they promoting?
But most of like the single parents in home that don't have the fathers in the home, a lot of girls confiding to the young boy that they're talking to, and they be like, well, okay, it's okay. You know, they hug them.
Don't you love me?
Yeah, I love you, and I'm going to spend the rest of my life with you and stuff like that.
And then what about kids that have been molested? There are a lot of kids that have been molested, and they think that if this guy's showing interest in me by being physical with me, that he loves me.
but nowadays, I mean, with this being a new generation, do you think the morals of the times have changed?
Oh yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
I mean, of course, we know it's changed, but that goes back to, like I said, there's really, how can we,
I think
adjust
it but see,
you're
I
not
think it
going to
goes
change
hand,
it. I think
yeah,
you just kind of
getting
adjust
worse.
to it.
I think it goes hand in hand with how liberal our society's gotten
Yeah.
in a way. Sex is more accepted now. It's talked about a little bit better, which is good, I think, because sex is just part of human nature. It's the part of education and how to treat it respectfully is what's so important.
In society, they use sex to sell pretty much everything.
Yeah.
I mean, there's something sex
Yeah.
on everything from selling cars to Doritos to houses. I mean,
also rap videos. The videos are
I mean, 20 years ago.
Yeah, that's so true.
The curse words and the nudity or cleavage shots or butt shots. You can show a girl on a phone now on TV.
Yeah.
You couldn't do that 10, 20 years ago, especially 40 years ago. You got to wear the skirt down to your ankle. So definitely morals have changed.
I mean, so you think a lot of it now is television?
Oh yeah,
Television is
Everybody
actually
watching
internet too.
Yeah.
Internet. If you don't put up a parental block, they can go to any site they want to. You can accidentally type in White House, and it's going to bring up a.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
But that goes to say again that you might do that within your home, but she might say, Mom, can I go over, Jessica's house, and Jessica got it over there, and I mean,
it's going to happen,
it's
man.
really, I don't think it's really. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
But the big part is how can you actually sit down and actually just say, look here, this is where it's at, and where does it start? What age do you start that at? I'm gonna stop you guys right there real quick. We're gonna think about that for a second. We're gonna take a quick break. Pop, go to what you told to do. We'll be right back right here.